Yes, obviously you can play Overcooked and the Jackbox games on local co-op on your PlayStation 5.
But we've got a list of some more obscure titles and generally some of the best couch co-op games on the market today
that you can play with your grandma, girlfriend, or gamer.
I'm Galaxy.
I'm Norza, and today we'll answer the question,
can it co-op? Revenge of the Savage Planet is a light-hearted satirical take on the action-adventure sci-fi genre, and you can play it solo or in co-op. We're obviously focusing on local split screen here, but it can also be played online with crossplay. You and your friend play as space explorers who've basically been abandoned by their employer while in cryosleep. Now on a strange planet and jobless, it's on you to survive, patch up your ship, and find a way back to Earth. The game has some Metroidvania elements like new areas and puzzles opening up as you progress and get new gear and abilities, things like that, but it never gets too complicated. The objectives are clear and easy to work towards. The humor lands better when you're sitting next to someone on the couch, and it's definitely one you can play with your girlfriend.
Borderlands 4 is the latest mayhem-fueled looter shooter from Gearbox with intense 4-player co-op action that sports 2-player split screen on the PlayStation 5. This new entry in the Borderlands series will take you to Kairos, a brand new planet with 4 new Vault Hunters and a large open-world map to explore, which is the first in the series. Borderlands 4 is best played with an existing gamer because of its deep systems and shooter mechanics, but if you want to know more about what we think of Borderlands 4, we have a full Can It Co-op review on the channel that specifically talks about the game's co-op play and everything you need to know about it, which we'll link right here. You can also buy the previous Borderlands games via the Borderlands Pandora's Box collection, which comes with all the previous Borderlands games if you really want to get into that Borderlands split screen fun.
Cult of the Lamb is a classic homegrown Aussie hero that you can now play couch co-op with the Unholy Alliance update. It's a great game to play with your girlfriend because it's fun, chaotic, and mixes up the gameplay styles a bit so it feels fresh. You'll be heading out into randomized dungeons with action roguelike combat, randomized weapons, buffs, loot, things like that, and it does increase in difficulty as you progress, but in between all of that chaos, you will be building your base and growing your cult following of cute animal minions. If you like the roguelike side of things but want more players, well then the Binding of Isaac Repentance is another good pick. It supports up to 4 players locally.
LEGO Voyages is a cute 2-player co-op adventure about friendship and play, where you play as a LEGO brick. In LEGO Voyages, you work collaboratively to solve puzzles along this beautiful LEGO world. You can invite your friend to join the adventure for free with a friend pass, but that friend can be anyone starting from your grandma. Because of this game's slower pace and much less mechanical depth from a controller perspective, and it being a puzzle game, it's much easier for a newer gamer to be able to get into this experience and enjoy LEGO Voyages. And it is designed to be played as 2-player co-op, so you'll definitely get much more of a tailored experience than some of the other titles on this list.
By now, pretty much everyone knows about Baldurs Gate 3, and for good reason. On PS5, you can play it in local co-op, and honestly, we think it's one of the best ways to experience such a deep, story-driven RPG with your girlfriend. It's set in the world of Dungeons & Dragons, so the mechanics will feel familiar, and you can pick from the origin characters or create your own. And that's honestly the hardest part. There's 11 races, 12 classes, plus subclasses, and stat options to dive into. Combat is turn-based, which means you can actually talk strategy as you go, and the story unfolds through your dialogue choices and big decisions that actually matter. And if you've already played it, I'd recommend checking out Divinity Original Sin 1 and 2, because they're made by the same devs and just as good in co-op.
Next, we have Outward. This is a game right up my alley. This is an open world RPG where you start as nobody with absolutely nothing. Now, Outward can be enjoyed solo or co-op, and it is definitely one that we recommend is better played with the co-op experience. It has an extremely punishing world and a lot of deep RPG systems that could be categorized as Euro jank that is sometimes hard to learn and grasp. Bringing someone along for that journey with you, especially in split screen co-op on the couch together, definitely helps that learning curve as you both can learn the game's mechanics and systems and understand them together, and especially taking on the game's harsh survival world that you'll need to explore together. Outward has been re-released with a definitive edition that includes all the DLCs, quality of life improvements that the game has had since launch, and because of this complex nature to Outward, it is best played with an established gamer who understands RPG mechanics and can get invested in this deep game and also help you understand the mechanics as you kind of work together to learn how this game actually works.
Now, would be doing it a service if we didn't talk about Split Fiction, because it's a game you can only play with 2 players. There's online co-op with crossplay, but honestly, this is one for split screen on the couch. It's an action-adventure with platforming and puzzle solving where you play as 2 riders trapped in a machine designed to steal their ideas. You'll explore both sci-fi and fantasy levels, with each character having unique abilities that force you to work together to get through. The game isn't overly complex, and that easygoing nature makes it one you can play with just about anyone, even your grandma. Hazelight have basically built their whole reputation on co-op games, so if you enjoy Split Fiction, then definitely check out It Takes Two, A Way Out, and also Brothers: A Tale of Two Sons, which got a remake last year.
Maybe you're here for some mindless demon slaying. Diablo IV is the game for you. This could be your next couch co-op fun, because this is a fantastic game to pick up and play if you like the action RPG genre, or if you like just mindlessly slaying demons and that power fantasy of zooming around the world and just taking out countless enemies. What's different about Diablo IV is its massive open world to explore, plus it does sport new classes to the Diablo franchise, and there is plenty of endgame content to sink your teeth into when you do actually get there. While this is a pretty complex RPG in its endgame, we think that with some assistance, your girlfriend level gamer would be able to play Diablo IV and have some solid success, because the game has quite a good tutorial system and slowly introduces you to its more deeper mechanics, especially around skills and understanding how that skill tree is actually used. And in co-op, you should be able to help each other out and figure out how this game actually works. But with a large, expansive world to explore, and in my opinion, a solid story for a Diablo game, this is definitely one to jump into for your next couch co-op session.
LEGO Star Wars: The Skywalker Saga is absolutely a game you can play with grandma and still have a great time. You can play solo, but it's definitely better as couch co-op. The LEGO games just tick so many boxes. They're funny, lighthearted, easy to pick up with drop-in, drop-out co-op, and packed with puzzles and collectibles that keep you busy. We've picked the Skywalker Saga because it covers all 9 Star Wars films, so it makes it a nostalgia hit as well, and you can play the trilogies in any order. And if you want more easy couch co-op fun, there are plenty of LEGO games you can play, like LEGO Horizon Adventures, which is also on PS5.
Tony Hawk's Pro Skater 3+4. If you're a skater fan or you just want some more casual arcade fun, Tony Hawk's Pro Skater 3 and 4 might be the one for you. This is a remake of the classic Tony Hawk Pro Skater 3 and 4 games in one package that contains more skaters, new parks, gnarlier tricks, and eardrum shattering music, plus a whole lot more. This is one that you could play with your girlfriend, or maybe with your skater grandma if they have some skating knowledge. This may be an easier jump to jump into Tony Hawk's Pro Skater and understand the skating mechanics when they are bound to a controller. I have played a little bit of Tony Hawk's Pro Skater 3 and 4 at a preview event before it came out. While I'm not a skater fan really at all, I do enjoy the arcade nature and just the challenge fun of the Tony Hawk games, so it's quite easy to jump in and jump out, especially in a co-op environment. You'd be able to focus on those challenges together and try and aim for those level completions. Now, if you want some more Tony Hawk fun, you could also go back to Tony Hawk's 1 and 2, which has the split screen co-op and is that same sort of remake Tony Hawk's Pro Skater 3 and 4 is.
Let us know in the comments your favorite local co-op titles we've missed, and maybe we'll include them in the next one.
So if you're looking to team up
Or just chat about co-op games,
join our Discord linked below.
I'm Galaxy.
I'm Norza, and this is Can It Co-op?